I am the tree guardian. I bar the path in place of my fallen tree brethren, which I cut down last time, but don't worry about it. Anyway, Team Munchie here. I'm doing a stupid intro, as per usual, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Platinum. In the last episode, we took on Gardenia, the second gym leader here in the Sinnoh region, and despite our Murkrow being a bit of a brat, we managed to pull on through and get ourselves a second gym badge in our lovely badge case. Check this out. Ooh, unfortunately they have gone quite dirty, so how about I fix that up really quick. Just don't mind me, just give me a second, come on. Just gotta make it look nice and, there you go, almost there. Almost there. First gym badge almost done. There, nice and shiny. We can't look at the gym badges and not make them shiny, okay? We're Pokemon players around here, alright? We like things that are shiny. We literally have people called shiny hunters. You gotta respect it. There you go. Nice and shiny. And with all that stuff out of the way, it is now time for us to enter the Team Galactic building. They've been hiding behind this tree for too long, but now with our new gym badge, we have the ability to cut it down. So it's time to enter. Let's see what Team Galactic's up to. And who could this be? We've already been caught. Hello, it is me. Yes, me. I've startled you, yes? I am, after all, an officer of the International Police. It's only natural that I become a master of disguise. Maybe don't take it off while you're in the view and area of what... I don't know. I don't get Looker, man. Incidentally, you are a first-rate trainer. Of that I am very aware. I therefore think you'll be okay, but I must warn you to be careful anyway. Also, a word of advice. This building has 2 stairs. One of them, traffic must be. But the creatures of Team Galactic, they do not appear, how I shall say, smart. There should be an easy way to tell the stairs apart. Oh yeah, Looker? Well, I appreciate the tip, but what if I want to explore the entire building here? Because, you know, we worked hard to get over here. And unfortunately, the trash can is empty. How dare they leave it empty? There's supposed to be stuff in there for me to steal. Well, Team Galactic, are you here to donate your Pokemon? What? You're not? They can't get off our property. You have to bring the pain like we did with that Cycle Shop manager. They've confirmed. They've taken in the hostage. The Cycle Shop manager. My free bicycle, dang it, I require it. We must go free him. We're acquiring Pokemon for a most astonishing undertaking. Your meddling won't be tolerated. So sorry, sweetie. Team Galactic has no room for kitties. Yeah, well, I'm probably, I don't know. Shut up. I got no comeback. More importantly, though, you can see there, first of all, we're higher level than our opponent, which is pretty nice, but they have a bunch of Zubats in here, so I'm not sure how good Bentley's gonna do in here, because as we mentioned before, Poison Flying type, both good against Grass-type Pokemon, but we're level 23, they're level 16 and 17. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I find it kind of funny, though, because to get to this part of the game, like get to over here to the Galactic building, you have to beat Gardenia, obviously, to get the ability to use Cut. But, Gardenia's Pokemon are definitely tougher than the things in here, which makes sense because obviously she's a gym leader, but it's kind of funny how that worked out. Alright, come on. The good news is about Team Galactic, though, is that once you see their Pokemon once, you kind of already know what you're going to be seeing around here, because I guess they just love the same Pokemon. Like, everyone in Team Galactic is like, yeah, I want a Zubat. Yeah, I want a Croagunk. Yeah, I want a Meowscarada. Meowscarada, Glammeow. That Pokemon I just mentioned, Meowscarada, doesn't exist for a couple years, like a decade into the future. A little ahead of myself, but you know, I got the spirit, right? They're both cats. Cats on the brain. Makes sense, though. I have a cat of my own. And kind of funny story, actually, while this battle's going on. One day, a while ago, we had another cat who I'm assuming is a stray. Might just be lost, we're not too sure. But wandered into my backyard, and now, after we fed her, she kind of just made herself at home. So we kind of just have 2 cats now. One's named Sparta, which is the one you guys probably know about already, because I've had her for a while now. She's my lovely little daughter. And Missy, who was the other cat I was just mentioning about, who just came to the backyard randomly. But, big fan. 2 cats. And she's pretty friendly. She's pretty friendly. She's a little skittish. She's been around with for a while, but she's still a little skittish. But overall... pretty friendly, pretty friendly. And you can't say no to more than, you can't say no to cats, you know? If you're a cat person like I am, you just love cats. It's just how it goes. More importantly, though, my Magikarp got put to sleep, and Bentley is not doing so hot. So, Not great. This is kind of what I was talking about before with the grass types having a lot of weaknesses and whatnot. It will definitely come into play here and there because, yeah, grass type, compared to the other two starters, grass type really does have a lot of weaknesses to worry about. Compared to Chimchar and Piplup. It's kind of crazy, honestly. But if it's for my precious little Bentley, I'll put up with it because, like I said, I like this Pokemon a lot. We'll go for a bite. Got another Quick Claw. We've been getting really lucky with Quick Claws, honestly. Like, for this entire project so far, not that complaining. Also, I forgot Stunky was Dark type at the first stage. When this thing evolves, it actually becomes a Poison Dark type. But I forgot that it actually has the Dark type before it even evolves, which is why I went for Bite. In that case, I guess we go for Razor Leaf. Yeah! The Great Susano has woken up. And did 1 damage. While this skunk is still screaming at me. Do skunks do that? I'm pretty sure skunks kind of just try and run away and then they spray you if you chase them. I don't think they scream at you, but I would not know. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's not something they would normally do. Alright, come on, it's just 1 Pokemon. Come on, I know it's a Magikarp. I know it's essentially a 1v1 here, but come on, Magikarp. Put in some work. Yeah! Tackle for 1 damage. And it's still going for Screeches. I don't know what this thing's plan is, but if it doesn't want to hurt me, I'm cool with it. Because after all the screeching it's been doing, and Smoke Screen, okay, that's gonna make it so I might miss. It lowers my accuracy, not great. We still hit though, thankfully. Alright, come on, show me the money. We're so close. 1 more turn, just don't miss. I know I just jinxed it, but like, come on. It misses its own move, and I miss my move. That's always what happens. The moment your accuracy drops a single time, you will always miss the first time you attack after. Happens every single time. It's like a curse. It's like the game knows I'm recording or something. It happens every single time I ever have a camera recording a Pokemon game. It's crazy. And there we go. Not bad. Bentley hits level 24 as well. Not bad at all. I just said that, but it holds true. And how about that? The kitty fought back. I feel like I got meddled with. But dear, you're just a kid. You are sounding a lot like Iris right now. Don't judge me because I'm short or my age. I don't know, I'm probably not that short. I'm probably as tall as you guys are. More importantly though, let's heal up our Pokemon here, shall we? I clicked A twice by accident. There you go. Heal both of them up, and now I'm kind of curious here for reasons that any person who knows Gen 1 knows how close are you to leveling up. You are not close at all. Okay, we're gonna have to keep working on that. In the meanwhile, though, I actually think Luker mentioned to us that there's actually 2 staircases obviously here, but he mentioned that one of them may be a trap. I think the one with the trainers is intended to be the right way, because obviously you have to fight for trainers to get there. So I'm kind of just want to check out this side too. Aha, never mind. This is actually the correct way. Okay. So we're going to ignore that because this doesn't lead to a dead end, but this one does, which makes you wonder, why are we going up this way? Answer, I am tempted by free items, dang it. And that guy actually just completely ignored me. I will take it. However, I want experience, so I'm going to battle you anyways. Our objectives are invincible. Too invincible for me to understand. Or incredible. I misread his dialogue. I'll fight finally to defend them, and your intuition won't be forgiven. At least you're happy, man. Good for you, I think. He's got a single Pokemon, and it's a Krogunk. A silly little frog indeed. However, your silly little frog is no match for my bird who's actually going to listen to me now, because I have 2 gym badges. I show my Murkrow a nice shiny object, and he obliges. He's like, wow, that's a shiny thing. I have high respect for you now, my trainer. Wing attack. Exactly. There you go, big boss. There we go. More of this, please. Let's never go back to the old age, please. That was so annoying. I'm so thankful that it was only for 1 gym badge. But we got through it, so I can't complain. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. What was I fighting for again? What was I fighting for? Oh, what an iconic line. I'm not really a Mega Man guy, and even I know how iconic that line was. For better or worse, Galactic is working hard to find new energy sources for the future. I mean, that makes you guys sound pretty good, actually. Maybe we're in the wrong here, but they do have a cycling shop owner as a hostage, so I'm not too sure. I feel like that might overwrite the, you know, looking for new energy type thing. I think taking hostages might still make you bad, you know? I could be onto something. That being said, though, now that Mirko could actually listen to me, we're not only going to be battling with Bentley anymore, because Susano's still catching up. Isn't it wonderful? We have more than one Pokemon now. It's a fantastic feeling. We have a team coming together to work together to win. And go to sleep. Yeah, for some reason Glameow has hypnosis. I never really understood why Glameow has hypnosis. Like, I know it does. I just don't really get why. It's a cat. I guess it's so cute or something. It puts you to... No, you wouldn't fall asleep if it's cute. You'd want to look at it. Man, I don't know. Why does this cat have psychic powers? We will never know. But that's the wonderful world of Pokemon for you. You just roll with it. More importantly, though, can you get knocked out here, please? Thank you. I know you lowered my attack like 3 times, but I'd appreciate it. What is this? That's what I'm asking. Why does your cat know how to put me to sleep? It's kind of weird, lady. Kind of weird. We're conducting research on new forms of energy. I want to harness a mysterious power of Pokemon and use it as energy. That sounds good and kind of bad at the same time. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. You're kind of morally gray at the moment, but I'm watching you. Also, there's an item back here. I want it. Why, thank you. We love it when people come to us to donate their Pokemon. Oh, yeah? Well, if it were just my Magikarp, you might be onto something. However, I have a very angry bird who's not gonna let that stand. When I was saying that, I didn't even think about the mobile game, but it just kind of popped in my head now. Man, those are some old times. I don't need to say, dude, y'all remember what Angry Birds is. Everyone knows what Angry Birds is. It was all over the place back in the day, but remember when Angry Birds was, you know, like, playable, and you could download it easily? With whatever you want. What happened to Angry Birds, man? It just vanished out of nowhere. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. What's even more weird, though, is Furious Swipes' freaking animation. Please only get 2 hits. No, I have to sit for the whole thing. Okay, 3 hits. Okay, thank God. When multi-hit moves get, like, the maximum hits, because they can go from 2 to 5, it takes so freaking long. Thankfully, though, we got a little bit lucky there. Unfortunately, though, we are poisoned, though, so Mirko's not doing so hot. But I do still need my experience from all this stuff, so I am gonna switch out and switch in and do all the normal stuff, because look at that, Susano is, like, past the halfway point. He's going places. We're almost there. And because Mirko's dying from poison, I think I'm gonna send in Bentley instead. Even though I'm like a billion levels higher than this thing. Okay, I was gonna say, I might be so higher leveled, I might be faster than this thing, even though Glameow is fast and Grottle is not, but nope. I am a liar. But it is fine, because my Razor Leafs still hit true. She had one more Pokemon, a Krogunk. Not great, but we'll make do. What's kind of nice about me having Murkrow and Grottle though together is that a lot of the Pokemon that Grottle is not very, you know, good against, like Krogunk here, for example, Murkrow handles just fine. One weak attack of this thing is going to be sent to the Nether Realm. So, team synergy, you know, we're putting the team together. We're getting places. Hey, you taunting me? I won't taunt Big Boss if I were you. You's better watch out. You's not a very wise guy, see? I'll have to work in my quote-unquote mafia slang, quote-unquote, because it's not really mafia slang, but you know. With a name like Big Boss and a hat like this, you know, we gotta put on a show. More importantly, though, Mirko, I do have an antidote, perfect, but I also have no healing items, so I gotta be a little bit careful with how I handle good old Big Boss. Do I have any berries to heal with, maybe? I have an orange berry. Here you go, Mirko. You can have one of these. There you go. Although I could be mistaken, but I believe there's actually a place to heal within this building, so I'm gonna keep an eye out for it. Get ourselves an X Special, which is, you know, the standard X attack item, but it raises a special attack instead of any other stat, so pretty simple stuff to understand. And now that item out of the way, it is time to resume back onto the proper path. Up over this way. So long! Would you look at that? Someone who's not from Team Galactic. This surely means that they are friendly, right? Never mind, devious music, abort! Our mission is to implement our operations without question. It is now for the new world order that our boss will lead. Okay, you had me at, you know, making new energy. I think you lost it. I think we can rule them out as evil. Also, this guy has a Kadabra. Kadabra is actually kind of scary. This is a middle stage Pokemon with a pretty good special attack stat. So I'm going to switch over here to my Murkrow, because Dark type Pokemon like Murkrow are actually completely immune to psychic attacks, which is what this Kadabra is. Which I wouldn't say you would see that often this early into the video game, into the Pokemon game, but in our case, we actually do get to see it this early. And it didn't matter, because Murkrow just one-shot the Kadabra. Alright, sweet. Now, this is a middle stage Pokemon, so it could give me a lot of experience, right? Oh, she's at level 20. That's really good. You're about to see why. But also, Big Boss hits level 20 as well. The team's coming together. Not bad. This won't go unpunished. Oh yeah? Let me show you a real punishment. The punishment that being my team is becoming stronger. At long last, we hit that freaking level 20 that took forever to get. But all of our struggle will be worth it. As such is the tale of Magikarp. Because when a Magikarp hits level 20, and it's been through enough, it gets angry. It grows into the mighty Gyarados. Okay, no, Gyarados. I love saying names incorrectly on purpose. Gyarados. After all that time, it did all that work to learn how to bite things, just as you do when you're mad. Welcome to the team, our third member, fully evolved, Gyarados. As you're gonna see here, its stats have gone up significantly and also gained a flying type. Why is this thing water flying and not water dragon, even though it's a giant sea serpent? Don't worry about it, but it's water flying type, I can assure you that. But as you can see here, it actually has some real stats now compared to our Magikarp. In fact, as you can see, it's actually got higher attack than our Grotto, who's level 24, and our Murkrow. And also got a brand new ability in Intimidate, which we'll talk about when we get into a battle with this Gyarados here. But trust me, this ability is amazing. We're still stuck with only Splash, Tackle, and Bite, however, but thankfully, Gyarados is going to be much more capable of actually doing things, regardless of having a pretty limited move pool. So, overall, win-win. So at long last, we finally have a real 13 member. No offense, Magikarp, but it's nice to be back. Over here, we got ourselves a blue shard in this very pretty looking room I made. I actually really like how this room looks. Very cool looking. And a revive, which, believe it or not, I think is actually our first time finding one of these in the game. A revive is a pretty simple but pretty powerful item. It brings one of your Pokemon back from being fainted to half HP. However, you won't be able to buy these in the store for a little bit while, so finding one in the wild right now is actually not bad. And did I not battle you? Never mind, I guess you just don't want to battle people. Only people like you can't understand Team Galactic's grand designs. Come to think of it, I don't even know what's going on. Well, at least you're honest about it. More importantly though, we saw something going on over here, and it looks like this might be who we're looking for. However, before I deal with all this, what's this? It is an upgrade, a pretty unique item. We're not really gonna get to see this in action during this playthrough because I don't plan on using the Pokemon, but this here is a trade evolution item, and what this does is that it allows you to give it to a Pokemon and trade it to evolve it. And you have to trade to another player, and then it evolves over there, and then if you want it back, you have to trade it back, which is a bit of a little bit chaotic, but hey, it gets the job done, I guess. And this item in particular is for the Pokemon called Porygon, which we can't get for the time being, but in the near future, or kind of near future, you can get your hands on one, so don't worry, this won't go to waste, if you want to use it. That being said, though, before we go over here and talk to this definitely important looking Team Galactic member, let me see here. I don't think I have anything else to heal with. And honestly, I'm gonna spoil a little bit. This battle here is actually a little bit tricky from memory, so especially with how my team is, so this could be trouble. But before we talk to her, what is with this Team Galactic? Why did they take our Pokemon? What are they trying to accomplish? Very good questions. How about I ask the nice lady over here who definitely won't get into a fight with me about it, and we can find out together, old chap. And did you want something? I still didn't even ask. You want to free the Pokemon. Fine, Jupiter will deal with you. That's pretty quick and to the point intro, but I can get behind it. This here is another commander of Team Galactic, Jupiter, who has 2 Pokemon and opens up with her Zubat, Poison Flying type, level 21. You should be pretty familiar with this Pokemon at this point. We've been seeing quite a bit of them, and as you can see here, this is Susano's brand new ability in Intimidate. One of the best abilities in Pokemon history. It lowers the attack stat of any Pokemon that's on the field against you the moment you throw the Pokemon in on their first turn. And as you can imagine, just being able to do this by switching your Pokemon in and out is extremely powerful, and Gyarados is one of the few Pokemon lucky to have this ability. And as you can see, I'm actually doing some real damage now, because we're no longer stuck with Magikarp. How insolent. Take a bite of this, child. Oh, I'll show you a bite, alright. Here we go. Munch. Delicious Zubat. Tasty. Feast, Susano. You've earned this right after all your struggle to get here. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves, because her next Pokemon here is Skuntank. And this is the Pokemon I'm really worried about. This is the evolved form of Skunky. And Grottle here, even though it's my strongest Pokemon, does not match up well into this thing at all. So it's mostly going to be coming down to Big Boss and Susano to take this thing down. But we'll see what we can do. Here comes her ace, Skuntank. Level 23, sticking its rear up because it wants to blast me. Poison Dark type with the following moveset. And this thing can be kind of nasty if you're not prepared for it. And like I said, Poison Dark is kind of weird for my team to deal with because Grottle does not match up well into this thing at all. Thankfully, though, it's going for Poison Gas and not an actual attacking move. So it's giving us a little bit of a blessing here. And I'm actually speed tying with it because it went first last turn, I went first this turn. So we're actually speed tying. And oh, it actually had a Citrus Berry. I forgot about that. A lot of the bosses in this game, so to speak, their aces are going to have Citrus Berries equipped to them, so I can actually make use of Thief in the future and actually try and steal them off, though, which is kind of fun. And unfortunately, I went to speed tie that time, so I'm going to get knocked out here. Yeah, not great. However, the fight is far from over because I have the mighty Susano, who can come in here and actually lower this thing's attack stat with its Intimidate. Quite handy. Now, unfortunately, my bite is resisted by because it's a dark type, so I actually have to go for tackle here. So, we'll see what this actually does. Even though Gyarados is mighty strong, it's still tackle. Yeah, not doing that much. And honestly, I think I'm just going to stick with using bite. Goes for a Night Slash after a Screech. This is probably going to hurt a fair bit. Yeah, sure does. And bite is doing even less. Okay, here's a new plan, because I don't want my defense to be lowered. I'm actually going to do something a little bit, mean. HM God, do our team a service. I just need you to be in here for a second. You're definitely going to die to this Night Slash. I apologize. But, yeah. Because by switching out my Gyarados here, not only do I get another Intimidate, showcasing how powerful this ability actually is, but it also removes my stat drops, including my minus defense from the Screech that she did. So Gyarados now is going to take less damage from her attacks. So as you can see here, the last one did like 30 HP, I think. This one's going to do, yeah, not even close to as much. This is the power of Intimidate. It's a really, really strong ability. Although, unfortunately, I do think Gyarados is going to lose this battle because I don't really have a good way to hit her, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. Thank you for your service, Susano. You did a good job. And now, one more for the road. Bentley, let's wrap this things up. Like I mentioned, this battle is actually kind of tricky. You gotta be a little bit careful about this one. Goes for a smoke screen. Oh, please don't start missing. If I start missing now because of that one smoke screen, I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, thank you, Bentley. It's probably not gonna KO here because, you know, resisted. Yeah, exactly. But one more might be able to do the trick here. We'll see. Also, that Night Slash did absolutely nothing thanks to those 2 Intimidates. Pretty handy. And just barely living on a pixel. In fact, she's so low that I'm going to go for Bite that's more accurate just so we ignore the smoke screen. And this should do the job. If anything, I hope this battle got to show off how powerful Intimidate really is and how great Gyarados is at using it. But yeah, this battle can be kind of nasty if you're not prepared for it, trust me. Thankfully, I kind of was. Losing some child, being careless cost me too much. Well, aren't you tough? It's okay though, our official Pokemon statue investigation is finished. Mostly collecting energy from the Valley Windworks. We're pretty much finished here. I'll let you on one little thing. Our boss is researching the myths of ancient Pokemon. With the power of mythical Pokemon, he will become the ruler of Sinnoh. I suggest you keep out of Team Galactic's affairs from now on. This is your last warning. I got my Clefairy back, and it's all thanks to you. But at Team Galactic, I said Clefairy came from space. Hand it over. Their logic baffles me still. It's like they are from space. Anyway, they're gone now. Thank you very much. I can't get enough right now, but cruise by my cycle shop, okay? My strategy worked. He is now indebted to me, which means we get a free bicycle. It all came together, baby. That being said, all that out of the way, how about we go make good on our promised cycle? Or bicycle. I don't know why I said cycle. Bicycle. And go pay him a visit quickly, shall we? As you see, Team Galactic here has all cleared out, including Looker. I don't really know where Looker went, but we'll probably run into him at some point. He has a knack for showing up randomly. Cut down the tree, which thankfully you can still use 8 gems even if your Pokemon are fainted, or else we'd be soft locked here. Thankfully, Game Freak thought about that. And we're free. And with that, let's go heal our Pokemon, shall we? Our team, we put up a good fight in there. And, I think the team deserves a good rest. It feels so good not to have a Magikarp anymore, though. Listen, I like Magikarp. It's a funny Pokemon. But finally having the power of Gyarados on our side, it feels so good. It feels so nice having this... one of my favorite water-type Pokemon of all time, frankly, on our side. And oh, a familiar face. Oh, there you are. I was looking for you. I've got something nice. I want you to have this Pokemon egg. Will you accept it? I want to say no because it'd be funny, but I'll take it. I'll be nice. That's wonderful. The Pokemon inside the egg is happy too, I'm sure of it. Keep that egg with you in your party of your Pokemon. The Pokemon will hatch from it while you are traveling. I would be happy to know if it will help you fill another page of your Pokedex. See you again. Thanks, Cynthia. Appreciate it. So basically, she just kind of stopped on by and said, here, have a child, and she walked away. But yeah, this here's a Pokemon egg, and you normally get this from a different, whole, like, separate mechanic known as the Pokemon daycare, but we're not going to be seeing that for a little bit of time, so for the time being, this is going to be the only time you're going to be seeing the Pokemon egg. And what happens with these things is that you keep it in the main, you keep it in your party, like Cynthia mentioned, and as you're taking steps around the world, it'll come closer and closer to hatching, and eventually it will hatch into a level 1 Pokemon. I'm not going to spoil what Pokemon's inside this egg, but it's a very rare Pokemon, so Cynthia definitely did us a service by giving it to us. So we'll keep it alive with us, and we'll hatch it at some point. More importantly though, free bicycle, free bicycle, free bicycle. Hell yeah, free bicycle. Hello, sir. Thanks for rescuing me. This is something to show my thanks. It's the latest model bicycle. You must take it. I insist. I will gladly accept. It's the latest model, so I'll read the operating manual to you. Press the B button to shift up or down. In 3rd gear, you can't go all that fast, but it's easier to control. In 4th gear, it gets harder to steer and stop, but it's fast, really. Sounds like a good deal to me. And, you know, it would be rude not to take it for a spin, am I right? So if we go over here to our bag, go over here to our key items, and we're going to do something over here. It's the feature I haven't talked about yet in this game, at least. Registering. And all this is that makes it so you have a nice shortcut going into your key items. So like if I hit register here, it's set to Y. I hit the Y button. And we're off. Look at this. Whee! It's so much faster than running. Do 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 do. Oh wow, you got a bicycle. You ride down 2nd Road and end up in Heartmoon City. It's a fast and fun ride. You should go check it out. Oh, am I actually just stuck? I actually can't go back? I actually never knew about that. That's kind of funny. But yeah, we now have a bicycle, and if I click the B button, we can go even faster! Whee! Yippee! It feels so good to have a bicycle! Hooray! That being said, though, that guy did advise us to go down here and check out Heartmoon City, so we may as well keep going. Oh, don't tell me you don't have an Explorer kit. You never worded the man next door to the Pokemon Center. So, yeah, believe it or not, we can't actually leave yet, even though we got the bicycle. There's one more thing we have yet to do. before we're allowed to leave town, because random NPCs are really good at telling this 10-year-old what to do. And that is to visit this house over here, and look for what's called an explorer kit, and apparently the underground band's house, going down for adventure. Sounds interesting, however, we've been going on for a while now, so I think we'll save it for the next time, because trust me, there's a lot to talk about with what we're about to see. So that being said, thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed, and next time on Pokemon Platinum, we're gonna check out what exactly is inside this house, and why this woman down there really wants to go see it. Should be interesting. See you guys then. Yeah, outro. Yeah, bye.